Hey guys, I wanted to hop on and make a quick video just chatting a little bit about how the school year is winding down, and boy, can I tell. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Alana and my channel is all about marriage and homemaking. I also talk about healthy living. I share some cooking recipes sometimes, day in the life videos sometimes. I talk about homeschooling sometimes, but my main passion is marriage, parenting, Christian living as a housewife. So, for those of you that have been with me for many years, you know I homeschool my boys. I have a almost 13-year-old and an 11-year-old, and so they're in 7th and 5th grade. I've been homeschooling from the start. We love it. They love it. It has been the hugest blessing to be able to teach my children myself from our biblical worldview. It's been a huge blessing to develop deep relationships with my children, as well as live a flexible life. Our life is so different than how my life was growing up, where you had to get up at a certain time, be somewhere at a certain time every single day in a room for 8 hours with people you didn't know that well and you wouldn't see all summer. Then you'd see them again the next year, and relationship drama and things changing, and it's just so fine, but just not what we have at all. Instead, my kids get to sleep sufficient hours every single night, get to eat when they're hungry, get to go to the bathroom when they need to go to the bathroom. They have friends that they see most days, and we see them year round, not just during their school year. And we have just fun together and flexibility. One school day may be spent building garden beds or a chicken coop, and another school day may be spent reading aloud all day, and another school day may be spent playing Clue, and the list goes on. We have heavy bookwork days, we have light bookwork days, we have outdoor days, and we can just gauge it as we want. It's such a blessing. And so that's how we live our life. We keep it super simple. We're not very committed to many things. Our main commitments are home, family, church things, and then whatever the Lord brings our way. We minister when we can with taking meals to people, visiting people, helping people with their moves or cleaning or whatever they may need help with, their yards, their trees, their leaves. But we're not committed to any activities besides church and home life. And we recently discovered a coin collecting club, which we are going to go to. It's just once a month though, and there's no commitment. It's just something we want to be a part of. So we're going to be taking one of our boys collects coins, and we learned about the local chess club, which is also something he's interested in checking out sometime. So there's things like that pop up in our life that we might partake in from time to time. We've also gone to homeschool family camps. We want to do that more often. We're going to the homeschool convention in a few weeks. So just neat opportunities like that. We travel during the school year, during weekdays on purpose, so that we can go places and pretty much have them to ourselves, avoiding the crowds. And we stay home in the cold months and in the hot months, and just enjoy our pool and our land and our friends and our family, and just keep it simple and full, making the most out of the small simple things in life. So that's a little bit about us. As far as the school year goes, trying to wrap it up. We've got an end of the year project that each child has chosen for themselves. One chose to design a board game, which includes writing out all of the instructions, designing the board and all the pieces, and making a commercial. So that's going to be a fun end of the year project. The other has chosen to do a presentation of a book report, but also about the author, the awards the book has received, his favorite part in the story, his favorite character and why, and present it all on a board. So he's working on that. They're both almost done. I think we'll be done probably right when we're trying to end the school year. We have 2 lessons of math left, which we could totally knock that out in the next 2.5 weeks. And we're done with all of our literature, our history. We're done with our science, our economics. We're done with, what else did we have? Everything else is just I do cursive, not by curriculum. I just do cursive every week. I do geography every week. I do nature study every week. So there's not like a schedule for that. So we can stop that whenever we want, but we'll probably keep going till the end. But as far as the things that were on the list to complete, we're done with everything except math and this project. Well, the project we made up. That was not like assigned to us by anyone. So it's encompassing obviously art and spelling and writing and brainstorming. So there's a lot of subjects happening in one place, which is really fun. So that's what's going on. I could feel the summer approaching, the summer break approaching. It's almost like this unavoidable rhythm that comes naturally with the rhythm of the school year. And I love it, but it's just fascinating to me. Okay. We have like these internal clocks. I realize every end of summer, waiting for the daylight savings time to kick in, when we're like aching for more family time in the evenings, more reading time. I remember last year it was specifically more reading time. I thought, man, we don't read in the evenings anymore. And I realized daylight saving time is right around the corner. Pretty soon it's going to be dark by 5:30 and we're going to have plenty of evening time, which we always fill with reading. So that's what's going on. I could just feel the rhythm of the year of we're approaching that time of the year where it gets dark, it gets cold, everything gets cozy. We start having fires and hot tea in the evenings and reading good books together and playing board games until the bedtime, and I realized, wow, I knew it was time for this. And here it is. And then the time changed. And sure enough, we got lots of reading time in, lots of game time in, all that stuff. Then the same thing happens on this time of year. You start to feel like, oh, I feel like I want to do so many things, but school is like the one thing holding us back. I want to go outside and tend to my garden. I want to get the chicken coop built so we can go get some chicks and start that. I want to get this and this and this going outside, and it has to like hold off and hold off and hold off because we have other things that hanging over our head that we got to complete. But we only have a week or two left of that. And then we can go do those things freely. So the things that I feel like are hanging over school is obviously priority. So we've got to do school. We've got to finish school. And I always like finishing the year strong. But the things that I can't wait to get to once we're done are definitely my garden. I want to build 2 more garden beds with the boys' help and fill them up with some soil, compost. And I have not tons. I always say tons, but it's not tons. Okay. With several other medicinal herbs that I have seeds for, as well as just continual lettuce for as long as the cool weather lingers. And after that, or maybe simultaneously with that, with Hector's help and the boys, we want to go ahead and move forward for chickens. We had chickens, let's see, maybe 7 years ago for about 4 years, and it was amazing. We loved it, but we were in the city. They ate every single blade of anything green in our entire little suburban neighborhood backyard. And so we had a mud backyard and we had to get rid of them. There was like nothing left for them to scratch. It was all mud, horrible. So then the leaves would fall, which we had tons of leaves in that backyard or in that neighborhood, and they would just compost with the soil, and it was a mess. I mean, such a mess. So we finally got rid of our chickens, gave them to a friend in the country, and we haven't had any ever since. We just moved to this property the fall before last, and so we've only lived here one spring, and it was too soon to get chickens. There was still so much to do on our list before we were ready to make that move. But here's our second spring, and we got our garden in, and I think we're ready for chickens. So that's something else that I'm like so excited for. Something else I'm so excited for is just to have more, I don't know, it seems like the balance of my days has been thrown off. And the first thing to go is always your exercise. It just is, and that's fine. As a mom, it's very important to me, but sometimes it's just the last thing, on the list. So I feel like my exercise routine has suffered so much these last few months, and I can't wait to have just more freedom in my day to say, I'm gonna work out most days, and I have to do it, you know? But, or like, for example, I really wanna exercise today. I may or may not get to, but also, besides the time being an obstacle, it's my brain. I am thinking about school and the garden and the chickens and this and that. Like, I'm just can't clear my mind enough to say, let me go work out, because then my brain is just going and I can't enjoy it. I rush through it. I might injure myself as I'm rushing through it. So it's just, one of those things that I can't wait until the load is lightened, which is so funny because I stay home and I homeschool and I pretty much have the flexibility to fill my life with whatever I want. And I feel this way. I cannot even imagine how people have that brain balance when they have a full-time job, their husband has a full-time job, their kids are all in school, they have homework, they have to do this. I can't even imagine. Just thinking of it, just hearing people talk about it, I'm just like, how do you do it? How do you do it? So I know that these things are small, in the grand scheme of things, which is why I can wait a few weeks, but I'm so excited, and reading. I cannot wait till summer reading. I'm so ready for that, to just cozy up in the middle of the afternoon, read a couple of chapters together over a yummy snack, get back to playing, and then in the evenings read. We're going to continue listening to Little House, the whole series, on audio. And the boys just finished, Joel literally just finished his book. I'm going to help him select his next book to read. Ivan just finished his book, but they're always reading on their own. I want to read together more this summer, which tends to be what we do in the summer and in the winter. So I would like to continue Little House series on audio, and I would like to finish This Side of the Mountain, the trilogy. We read part 1, but we have not read 2 or 3 yet. So I would like to read that aloud to them, as well as a few other books I have on my radar from the Charlotte Mason list. So I don't know which ones yet. I have to sort through those and select a few, but looking forward to that. And that's pretty much it. Everything else is just fun, joy, excitement, flexibility, freedom. We've got some fun things coming up these next few weeks with visiting family visiting us. I'm going on a girls' trip for my 40th. There's just a lot of fun things going on. So just wanted to share with you guys, if you're feeling the pressure of wanting to do stuff and can't wait till the school year's over so you can get on with the fun spring things and the beautiful weather calling you outside, it's just around the corner, you guys. It is just around the corner, and it's going to be wonderful. So have fun. Tell me what you guys have going on this spring and summer. And if you're gardening, what you're growing, if you have chickens, if you're getting them for the first time now, or if this is, years in, what kind of coop do you have? I think we're going to go with the hoop coop, it's called. And I'm pretty excited for that. We know people personally that have those, and we've also been watching several YouTube videos on them, and they seem perfect for us. So I'm pretty pumped for that. So share that as well. And yeah, what are you excited about for this spring and summer? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. God bless you guys, and see you next time.